Being strong can mean so many different things, and our strength goals change as we get older. Our priorities shift, but if you're looking for the best way to build strength as you get older so you can move, feel, and look your best, then this video and the 3 tips I'll go over are key. And at the end of this video, I'll share one of my favorite ways for loading down movements to improve your core stability, strength, and even balance. Hey guys, it's Corey from Redefining Strength, where we help you move, feel, and look your best at any and every age. While we may want to increase our deadlift weights, learn to rep out those pull-ups, or master specific movements, building strength as we get older is also about maintaining our mobility and being able to conquer any challenges life throws at us. We want to be able to vacation and hike, kayak, paddleboard, or enjoy the activities we love. We want to avoid aches and pains and move and feel our best while looking freaking fabulous. That's why I want to share the best ways to build strength at any age and 3 tips to help you improve your workouts. At the end of the video, I'll also talk about an underutilized way of increasing the resistance you use on moves to improve your stability, balance, and core strength. When we're working to build strength, often we get very focused on lifting heavier or doing a harder variation. But we have to remember that strength comes from the ability to recruit the correct muscles at the correct times, in the correct order, to the correct extent. You can lift more because you're able to recruit muscles faster and more efficiently. It's why if you want to build strength at any age, you can't ignore the importance of improving your mind-body connection. And often as we get older, we see our balance decline or our reaction slow. And that's because our mind-body connection isn't as strong. It's why we need to be intentional with our training and focus on what we feel working. It's why it's key during our workouts we're constantly asking ourselves, where do I feel working? Because what we actually feel involved in the movement is what is getting the benefit of the exercise. If you perform a deadlift and only feel your lower back, you won't see the results from that hip hinge movement that you want. You might even end up with lower back aches and pains. It's why you need to constantly assess what muscles are powering the movements, to modify the exercises, change your cues and form, or even try a different variation until you can make sure you're recruiting the correct muscles. Because no matter how amazing the movement is, if you don't feel the correct muscles working, you won't get the full benefit of the move and strengthen the muscles you actually want to target. Strength isn't built by performing an exercise while mimicking proper movements. It's built by using the correct muscles to do the actual exercise. If you focus on improving your mind-body connection so you can feel the correct muscles working, you'll ultimately get stronger and be able to lift more and tackle those harder exercise variations while putting yourself at less risk for injury. As you focus on what you feel working during exercises and you really earn those harder variations, you want to dial in your workouts with these 3 tips. Tip number 1, focus on those unilateral movements. Unilateral or one-sided exercises can feel very awkward. They can be uncomfortable. They can make us feel off balance and force us to use lighter weights than we could with a bilateral variation. But they're truly essential if we want to stay functionally stronger as we get older. They help us improve our balance, core stability, and strength. Unilateral moves also isolate each side to help us correct imbalances to be able to lift more while avoiding future injury. While ideally we'd never like to get injured, as we get older, those aches and pains do seem to add up. And often because of these previous injuries and just the fact that in everyday life we tend to have a dominant side we favor, we often have strength imbalances between both sides. Including unilateral movements can help us correct these imbalances while also preventing the stronger side from taking over during bilateral movements. We prevent that stronger side from compensating. This can lead to us ultimately seeing gains even in those bilateral lifts because each side is pulling its weight. So consider including variations like the single arm bench press or even the single leg squat to bench. They'll challenge your body in new ways to improve your mind-body connection, and they'll help you build that functional strength so that you can take on any challenges that come your way as you get older. They can even help you improve your mobility by allowing you to truly strengthen through a full range of motion. Tip number 2, you need to move in every direction. Staying functionally strong and mobile means moving in every direction. We need to learn how to control all the joint actions our body can perform. That's why it's key we include anti-rotational, but also rotational moves. It's also why it's key we include pushing, pulling, hinging, and squatting movements that address the different planes of motion. For example, consider the basic lunge. So often we just lunge forwards or backwards. We progress the move by adding loads or by increasing the range of motion. But there are so many other angles we can lunge in to really improve our hip and knee stability and also target different muscles to different extents. The side lunge is a great way to target your glutes and adductors more. The curtsy lunge can be a great lunge to work your glutes more, while the front angled lunge can be a great way to target your quads and adductors to a greater extent. And lunging in all these different directions can keep your legs strong and and your knees and hips healthy and happy. If you have previous knee issues, you can do many of these lunges by lunging shorter or by reducing active knee flexion as you do the other mobility work you need. But moving in every direction is key to really strengthen all of those joint actions we need to move well in everyday life, especially as we get older. Tip number 3, focus on compound movements, especially ones that challenge your coordination. As we get older, we tend to want to shy away from more uncomfortable or complicated movements. But challenging our coordination keeps not only our body, but also our mind strong. So including compound and hybrid movements that challenge our coordination improves our mind-body connection to help us build strength. I've had many clients get frustrated by the bodyweight sit-through. It's an awkward movement pattern many of us haven't done before. But by learning to control this rotational move, they improve their rotational core strength as well as their shoulder and hip stability. And by learning to perform this new movement pattern, they improve their ability to recruit muscles quickly in a new way. The more we're able to call on whatever muscles we need whenever we need them, the stronger we're going to be. And this will help us conquer new challenges and avoid falls and injuries. So that climber push-up or deadlift to row exercise that you've been avoiding, stop avoiding it. You may have to modify. You may have to reset or correct yourself. But by conquering this new challenge, you'll ultimately build strength. Progression doesn't just come from adding heavier loads. The challenge of new movement patterns and combinations will really pay off. The final tip and a great way to add loads and build that functional strength while creating instability and that anti-rotational core challenge is to use offset loads or offset weights. With offset loading, you'll use a weight that has a heavier load on one side. This may mean using 2 dumbbells of different weights or even a barbell loaded unevenly. You want to make sure to start with lighter weight as this is deceptively challenging, but you'll use the uneven load to challenge your body to fight against wanting to rotate or lean because of the difference in loads. This is super key to build functional strength for everyday life because often we're carrying awkward objects or things that are a different weight on each side. And with this offset loading, remember you can even change the loading placement. Often we get very used to just loading in one way, like dumbbells held down by our sides. But you can also hold dumbbells up at your shoulders or even front loaded with kettlebells. So include not only uneven loads to challenge your stability and strength, but also consider varying up your loading placement. This can help you target different muscles to greater extents to really get more benefits out of different movements. Building strength, especially as we get older, is about focusing on that mind-body connection, addressing imbalances to improve our balance and stability, while challenging our body to not only lift heavier, but move in every direction. Using these 3 tips, you can improve your strength gains from your workouts at any age. And if you're looking to not only increase your strength, but also build muscle as you get older, check out my How to Build Muscle at Any Age video next. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe. We're posting new videos each week.